I bet this wasn't on your bingo card for 2025. It was reported today that Shannon Sharpe would be sued for $50 million for alleged graping allegations and events.
$50 million?
The lawsuit was filed by a Jane Doe on Sunday in Nevada after she says Sharpe brutally SA'd her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, following a years-long abusive relationship. According to the suit, Doe met Sharpe in 2023 at a gym in Los Angeles when she was 20 years old and he was in his mid-50s. She stated in the docs during their first encounter, Sharpe told her he would buy her fake woman parts if she won a weight loss competition with him. She wrote in the suit, Sharpe proceeded to pursue her relentlessly, calling, texting, and demanding she come to his Beverly Glen mansion. The woman stated she and the former Denver Broncos tight end ultimately got into a consensual relationship, though she described it as controlling and verbally abusive. Now, as I'm making this video right now, they just released the name of the woman, the Jane Doe, to be known as Gabrielle Zuniga. I'll be 100% honest, I did not think that Shannon Sharpe or anyone in his team, his lawyers, would even respond to this. I thought they would all take the Skip Bayless route and just go on like business as usual, especially because the NBA playoffs are in full swing now. But we got this crazy statement from his lawyer today as well at the time of me filming this. In an effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests, contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuits. Up until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe, there are other examples of text from Ms. Zuniga that I will not repeat because they are deemed too inappropriate for this platform. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe on August 11, 2024. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Ms. Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role-playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. The edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed to Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual, but Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all a part of her plan set up as part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or Mr. Sharpe counsel. Categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct, especially the gross lie of grape, and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looks forward to vindication through due process and a judgment based on the facts and the law. And of course, you know, the internet has been taken full storm to this entire story breaking out on this Monday morning. We have people saying multiple times, how did you end up back there again and again? Yeah, something not mathin'. Another person said, how you get graped multiple times over multiple years, like you accidentally just happened to be around this celebrity, or she drove you to his home multiple times, now suddenly it's grape? In the end, I highly doubt Shannon gets charged with any criminal charges, especially with the video being in his favor. He has the best lawyers money can buy, not only from his NFL days, but now from his YouTube days, because he did do the largest interview anyone has ever seen with Cat Williams. I made a video last year saying how he was the most viral man of 2024. Everything that man did was viral. Hell, he was even caught having S3X on Instagram Live. Now, could this be the same woman that is accusing him of this egregious act? We don't know, because in the video, it is a no. Why did I say we don't know? We do know, because in the video on IG Live, he was saying a woman by the name of Michelle. This is Gabriella, so totally different woman. It is not a crime to be a freak whatsoever. Of course, there's public indecency and whatnot, but as far as your own fantasies, that's no one else's business. Whatever you do in the bedroom is whatever you do in the bedroom. That's not a crime. But when you make this lie, when you try to say that someone raped another human being, you better have all your ducks in a row. This isn't the first time a celebrity or an athlete has been accused of doing this. We've seen it happen before with Tupac, with Mike Tyson, with Conor McGregor, with Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. It won't be the last person that this happens to. It won't be the last athlete this happens to. This won't be the last celebrity that this happens to. But like I said in the Conor McGregor video that I did, if you're going to do this, make sure you have all your ducks in a row. And honestly, we see now this was a giant blackmailing scheme and that everything was consensual. This is a giant slap in the face to people that have actually been raped. And we're in a society and day and age now where these women want to be like IG models, want to be like female rappers, where they just want to do all the work without having to actually work. They'd rather blackmail somebody, tear another man down to build their own wealth and success up rather than going out and getting it organically. And that's just the sad truth of this reality that we live in. It's just another money-hungry female that is trying to blackmail someone for money. That's all it is. People say it all the time. You've made it when an accusation like this pops up in your life. That's when you know you've made it. So I guess Unc has made it, even though he is already a 3-time Super Bowl winning champion. Even without YouTube, even without Club Shay Shay, even without Nightcap, he was already famous in his own realm of just being a fantastic football player. But now that he is at the top of the podcasting world, him and Joe Rogan, this is truly a sign that he is probably the most influential man in podcasting, in YouTube. Oh, and by the way, this is all coming after he is in the works to sign a giant $100 million podcast deal. Come on now, that just makes it even more suspicious and even more in Shannon's favor than ever before. You want to know another indication as to how I know Shannon didn't rape that woman or couldn't have raped that woman? He said on numerous occasions, on numerous Nightcap episodes, on how a woman can't even pass gas in front of him or else he'll break it off. He holds women to such the highest of standards to not only get in the bedroom with him, but just to be in his close, tight inner circle. He even said on multiple occasions that if there is 2 women or just one woman, singular woman, going on an elevator and he's the only other man in the room, then he will just let the woman go on the elevator. No harm, no foul. He just lets the woman go. That way there's no funny business or people jump into conclusions. How about when room service comes by, when he's at a hotel, and he has the room service lady leave the food on the floor? He won't even invite her into the room. You think that man has the ability to rape someone? I think not. Now let's just say for the sake of argument, yes, a woman does sleep at his house. She has to use the bathroom. Wait for this, I'm not making this up. These are words out of his own mouth. She has to use the bathroom at a different restroom in the house. Are you serious right now? I've said enough. That just proves he didn't do it. All I gotta say is allegations, aspirations. Unc defended the allegations. Lakers in 5.